अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नारायण परावेदा देवानारायणाङ्गजाः नारायण परालोका नारायण परामखाः नारायण परो योगो नारायण परन्तपः नारायण परज्ञानं नारायण परागतिः। तस्मातेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतां पतिः श्रोतव्यकीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येयपूज्यश्च नित्यदा। जयति जगति मायां यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेकं केवलं शाकलय्य ध्रुवपदमपि यातो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतास्मि। Sarvebhyah Namaskaraha. We are saying the Narada Bhakti Sutras, and I have completed up to Sutra 27 in the Narada Bhakti Sutras. And we saw that Bhagavan, he likes Deenatvam, and he hates that dhambam or that egoistic feeling. And to get rid of that feeling of egoism, one has to continuously worship Bhagavan, to know him more. Then automatically this feeling of I and that difference, that egoistic feeling will shed away from us. And in this Sutra 28, we will see what the acharyas, the view of some of the acharyas about this, how to remove this ego. We will see that. Tasyaha jnanam eva sadhanam mityeke. Jnanam eva sadhanam. Jnanam is the only means. Jnana means knowledge. Knowledge is the only means. Tasya, for that supreme devotion which removes that ego. Iti yeke. Some acharyas say that only through knowledge we can attain that para bhakti, that supreme devotion. Knowledge is absolutely needed. Some of the acharyas say that is true. Because when we see Bhagavan, the image of Bhagavan or the picture of Bhagavan or in the temple, when we see the Vigraha, we worship him. We see only the form. Sometimes we will be attracted by that form. But that alone is not enough. Because after some time, when we involve in the materialistic world, that form will go from our mind. Because we will have more problems and all that, so we will forget that form. Sometimes forget that temple itself. But so the form alone is not enough. Some knowledge, jnana, is important for bhakti. Thus says some acharyas. We must know about that form. Any form of Bhagavan, we must know about that form. His excellences, his glories, his leelas. And for that purpose only, there are so wide varieties, wide range of scriptures in Sanatana Dharma. Because each one, we are attracted to some form, one form or other. There are numerous forms also according to our mind. There are numerous forms, and one must get to know about the nature and the excellence, what that form do. That's why there are so many varieties of scriptures in Sanatana Dharma. One may be surprised or wonder that in other religions there are only one main scripture, but in Sanatana Dharma there are many scriptures, because to understand this, but all this reach to that one goal, that is Brahman. So knowledge is, jnana is also needed for para bhakti. Even in our materialistic life, for example, when we see a car on the road, will be attracted by that form. But that alone is not enough to attain or get that car. when we are attracted by that form, we investigate more, or we'll be curious about to know about its uh, uh, positives and negatives, how much mileage it gives, what are its benefits, and that specification, everything we want to know. So that is knowledge. When we get that knowledge, we will be more interested, and we want to own that card, just like that. Seeing the form of Bhagavan, we will be attracted. That form attracts our mind. But that alone is not enough. By that attraction, for example, if we are attracted by the form of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, then we are attracted by it. That form alone is not enough. Immediately we read Bhagavatam, or we will come to know about his words in Bhagavad Gita. Like this, we want to know more about him. Only that jnana gives, and that jnana is very important to take our bhakti from the gauna bhakti to the next level, that is para bhakti, says the some acharyas. But some other acharyas have a different view. They too say that what they feel is bhakti alone is, that is, this jnana alone is not enough for para bhakti. Definitely faith must be needed. We must believe in that knowledge, or that information which we gather. And not only that, Anyonya ashrayatvam iti anye. Some other acharya says that Anyonya ashrayatvam, it is mutual dependence, not the form alone, not the jnana alone. The mutual dependence among all this is absolutely needed for parabhakti. So, what mutual dependence? Is it jnana and only needed? First, we must have the desire. When we see the form of Bhagavan, something we'll be attracted by it. That desire is created in it, generated in it. So that desire is needed. Only when there is desire, we will have that nature to attain knowledge. That is jnana, to know more about Bhagavan. So desire and jnana absolutely needed. And this desire and jnana alone is needed? No, something more is needed. Kriya. We have to do puja, or we have to go to the pilgrimage places. So, like that, some action we have to do. Only then that bhakti will improve, that bhakti will grow in us. So, there must be mutual dependence between icha, jnana, and kriya. All three of these are very important. By icha only we will attain that knowledge, jnana. So they both are mutually dependent. To attain that jnana and to go to that next level of bhakti, definitely some action, kriya is needed. That will take us to the next level, that is para bhakti, says some of the rishis. And proper knowledge also needed, because someone will here say that is not enough. Scriptural knowledge is absolutely needed for para bhakti. They all are interdependent, that is mutual dependence. When we worship Bhagavan, we must know whom we are worshipping. Or that's why there are so many varieties of forms. We are not attracted to all the forms equally. No, we have some preference, because about that form of Bhagavan, we know more about him, and that attracts us. We do some spiritual sadhana, by that our bhakti grows. And the Acharya say that bhakti is an emotional part, and jnana is the knowledge. So, for complete bhakti, we need knowledge, and knowledge is revealed in bhakti. So, both are knowledge reveals in bhakti. Only when we sit before Bhagavan and do some puja or meditation, then that knowledge will be revealed in that bhakti. We know more about Bhagavan. And this takes us to the next form of bhakti, that is the para bhakti. In para bhakti, that is the epitome, the pinnacle of para bhakti. There is no difference between jnana or bhakti or yoga or anything. Everything is that is what in the previous sutra we saw, that phalarubatvat, complete ananda, bliss. But lower level, we need knowledge, basic information about that form of Bhagavan, to whom we are attracted, and that improves our bhakti, says some acharyas. If we do not have any desire for Bhagavan, then when we sit for puja or when we chant any sahasranama or anything, we feel that it is only a vyartha jeshta, that is useless action, waste of time. Instead, that's why many people do not practice this pujas and all, because they do not know the importance of bhakti or the importance of Bhagavan or more information about Bhagavan. So they all think that this is a vyartha jeshta. Why waste the time here? Instead of that, we can do some work. And so they postpone bhakti and they will not gain enough knowledge about Bhagavan also. So for para bhakti, jnana is important, and some action, kriya is also needed. They all are mutually dependent, says some acharyas. Some acharyas have some other views, which I will continue in my next upload. Om Namo Narayanaya.